Hi, this is Lupo. Welcome to a new episode, and today I want to explain you a bit how we want to produce drinking water out of nothing, or out of rainwater. I still have a couple of 100 meters to go. Up, let's go. Up. As you can see, we already have water here. So this is what we already built. It's really basic. The main element is this big tank in the background. So it has 2,200 liters. I don't know what gallons or whatever. So maybe you ask, okay, who carried up this huge big tank? Was it me and just on my back? Not really. So we got a bit of help. This small tool helped us a bit with the roof and also with the tank and a lot of timber that we needed for the hut inside for some renovations. It's a bit difficult with the sun today, so I hope you can see everything. So this is the tank from the other side. So usually you use this tank underground, but here on the mountain there's rock everywhere and it's really difficult to dig a hole here, and we don't have heavy machines to help us. So it's just us with a shovel, more or less. So we dug a hole that is around 20 centimeters deep. Maybe I can find a picture to show you that. And then we somehow buried the tank with soil and stones, as you can see, at least from this side, and have kind of a small hill there, and you no longer see the tank at the end. And we also hope that it's a bit colder below the soil, because the colder the better, I guess, for drinking water. And that's mainly how we get the water. So we collect with the gutter the water of the roof. I think it is about, let me quickly check. So it's 6 meters times 2 meters, so it's roughly 12 square meters, the roof where we can collect water. And that means with every millimeter of rainwater we have 12 liters of water. And as we need 2,200 liters for our tank, it would mean that we have, that's a difficult calculation. Yeah, let's say 200 millimeters. So 200 millimeters of rain is needed to fill up the tank that we have here. So that's quite a lot, but we were quite lucky in the last weeks. We had a lot of thunderstorms. So our tank is full at the moment. I can show you that. Okay, so that's our tank. This part is the incoming pipe. So here the water flows in, and this is our overflow system. So if the water is too high, the water can flow out. Currently it's super hot here. The water doesn't look that good, to be honest, but it's still quite cold. By the way, as you can see, it's quite annoying that you always have to use a screwdriver to open the tank. It would be really useful to have a water level indicator somehow. The best one would be a mechanical one, I guess. So if you have any suggestions or ideas how to measure the water level from outside, or to measure it inside, of course, I guess, but then to see outside somewhere if it's full or not, that would be quite handy. So if you have any idea or suggestion, so please let me know in the comments. And by the way, if you write a comment, please also subscribe. And I also want to explain a bit how we did the piping here. So this is our main pipe going from the gutter to our tank. So this is our main pipe coming from the gutter. And then this is our rain collector. So there's a sieve inside. It should filter out blossoms and other dirt. And then we have a pipe from this filter into our tank. So this is the pipe here going from our rain collector into the tank. I will do another video about our rain collector and the experience with the rain collector, because it's a bigger topic, I guess. So the water goes in, and then we have here an overflow system, which is also connected to our main pipe that goes underground to this outlet there. I can quickly show you that as well. So here we have the outlet, and then it can flow down to the city. So this is the bottom of the tank. We have two outlets. This one is really close to the bottom part. So this is to empty the tank. I think we will empty it in the winter, because it's definitely a problem if we have minus 20 degrees here and the tank full of water. And the second one is a bit higher, and that's the outlet for the water that we use. It's a bit higher because you have usually dirt on the ground, so the dirt sinks down to the bottom, and then you have it on the bottom, so you want to have the outlet a bit higher so that you don't get out the dirt all the time in your water that you use. And this is the pipe to a normal tap that we have here, and here we can just open the water, right? So at the moment it's just water that flows out of the tank, no pump, nothing. So that was very important for me, that we can also get water without a pump. If the electricity is down or something, we can still get water, at least if it's a bit higher, that the level of the tank should be a bit higher than the tap, of course, otherwise you can't get out the water. This second outlet here on the tap is then used for our filter system. So here I want to connect our filter series, and then to get drinking water out of it. So what Doggy just reminded me is that I forgot to tell you about a very important part of our pipe system, and it is this bell. And it is here to remind you that you should subscribe and hit the bell button. Regarding the filters that I want to install here, at the second outlet of the tap, I want to connect the pump and a couple of filters. So I already bought the filters, and maybe you know that experience if you have done already online grocery. It happens very often, at least also for me. I see something online like a bag of nuts, for example. You order the bag of nuts, you think, oh wow, that's even a good deal, it's quite cheap. And then you get the bag of nuts, you see it in your hands, and it is super tiny. And then you're really disappointed, right? Because on the website it was huge, it was a really close-up of the bag nuts, and then it's super small. A similar thing happened to me with the filters, just the other way around. So I ordered the filter, I had something in mind, and I thought, yeah, they are maybe like that, or small filters or something like that, that I can easily attach here, and it makes sense to buy them. I think it's definitely smarter to exactly read the size online. I saw the 10-inch specification, and I thought, okay, 10-inch here in Europe, I'm always confused with inches and centimeters, so I didn't think about that, and then I got those filters. So as you can see, they're huge, those filters. So now I have them already. I got 4 of them, and they are really made for houses, for heavy use, I think, to pipe through I don't know how many thousand liters, and it's definitely not what we have here, right? Nevertheless, I think we can use them somehow together with a pump. They're just a bit big, and I ordered 4 of them because I want to have one that is not that fine. Like this one is just a pre-filter for the pump, so the holes are quite big. It's just to filter out stones and similar things. And after the pump, I will install 3 other filters in a row. Then I can use other filters like this one, and they get finer and finer and finer. And until the end, I hope that I will have kind of drinking water. They go down to, I forgot, micro, whatever. I will just write it here somewhere. So I will go down to this size of filters, carbon filters at the end, and then hopefully I will have drinking water. I just have one question, and maybe somebody, good catch, right? But I also have a question for you out there. So they are made for heavy use and a lot of water that flows through the filter system, right? Which is definitely not the case here. So usually you have in this enclosure water and a constant water flow through the system. So we won't have that here. So I don't know if it's smart that the filter is filled with water and then it just sits there, and you all know global warming, right? So we have higher temperatures now, and I don't know if it's smart that it sits there with water inside. So what I thought, maybe it's smarter to mount it like that, so that the water can flow out whenever you open that, or you can empty the filters easily, that you don't have water inside, and if you leave, you empty the filters, and next time you can use it again. So if you have any experience or suggestions if I should mount it like that to be able to empty it easily, or just the normal way like that and in a row, just write down in the comments whatever you think, what experience you have, and let me know what is smarter to do. And of course, if you have any other suggestions or questions about my system here, just let me know. I will try to answer that, and also consider your suggestions and advice how to mount these filters or install the filter system to have drinking water at the end. And also subscribe, so I'll see you in the next video.